So guys, our today's topic is how we can network in a real estate event. So just to understand, we all know what events are, but still there are many phrases we come across with, right? So these are the topics we are going to cover in this training. Event, some little briefs about what is event, what we should do before an event, what we should do at an event, and what we can do after the event. So event, yeah, there are different types of gatherings which are there in real estate. We call them with different names. We generally use these phrases every time, but we do not, generally know the difference between them. One thing is called conference. So conference क्या होता है? Conference is one meeting which is, in one organization where, people from the same organization sit together, they discuss something, maybe an opportunity, maybe, they discuss some issues which everyone is facing. And together while sitting, we can contribute about like what we think about that particular situation, right? So this is what conference is. Congress kya hota hai? Is it okay if I am speaking in English completely? If someone is not, Ravindra, is your team comfortable if I'm talking in English only?
Sure, ma'am. Not an issue.
Okay. If you want, I can make it bilingual.
No, ma'am. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. So Congress is one meeting which is done between a group of individuals who are there to take any decision. So this is where voting can take place. This is where some kind of agreements and disagreements take place. Debate can take place, right? So ultimately decision comes across only when people vote. So this is what Congress means. Exhibition or expo, what is exhibition or expo? This is one, big showcase of any kind of businesses, any kind of platform where a lot of businesses come across and they, show their products. It can be, in real estate, it can be technological tools, it can be different softwares which people are coming across, which people are starting to use in the industry. What is property fair? This is again one kind of exhibition only, wherein different builders, different developers come across with their properties, with their products. What is the main purpose of this kind of property fair? People come across in these events, in these property fairs, because they get some good offers to buy the product at certain discount, or they can get some additional benefits if they buy the property on the spot. So this is what, an attractive point because of which a lot of people visit these property fairs. What is summit? We are already, going through G20 summit, right? So this is an international meeting where top level executive from the same industry, they come across, they discuss things, and they, try to integrate their work all together. So G20 is one very good example of it. The kind of conventions Remax has. So this is also one example of summit. What is forum? Forum is one platform where different people come across and they discuss, one issue, and others give their output on that particular subject or topic. So this is how people get to know about one topic in detail, right? So if there is a problem, they may get the solutions for the same, right? अवार्ड विनिंग इवेंट्स. सो रियल एस्टेट में ये बहुत सारे इस तरीके के इवेंट्स हमारे आसपास होते रहते हैं. कुछ अच्छे मैगजीन्स, कुछ अच्छे बड़े डेवलपर्स इस तरीके के इवेंट्स करते रहते हैं. सो दिस इज वेयर दे अवार्ड some toppers, some achievers of the industry. So this kind of events are, pretty big and they're pretty magnificent so that they can attract a lot of audience. Now, some benefits of events. Opportunities to do networking. We all are in an industry where our network is our net worth, right? So this is one opportunity where we can learn networking, where we can be at great advantage if we do good networking, right? What is your opinion about networking? Anyone? I believe a lot of people are into real estate here. Please give, please share some opinion about networking particularly.
Yeah, try to connect more and more people and get to know more about each other interests in terms of business or skills and leverage that for like self growth or business or mentoring.
Exactly, exactly. So real estate is all about meeting new people, building networks, right? There is one more thing which is coming across, it is building relationships. So once we will network, it's not really important that we are able to keep up the relationship with them. So again, keeping up the relationship with those people who we meet in an event is also important. In one of the induction sessions, Nishant, spoke about Joe Bernard, right? आप में से जो लोग लास्ट इंडक्शन में थे, so Joe Bernard is one of the, he is the Guinness record holder for selling maximum cars in the world. So he is one person. उसका एक हैबिट था, निशांत ने हमारे साथ शेयर किया था. उसका एक हैबिट था कि वो जिस भी पर्सन से अपनी लाइफ में मिलता था ड्यू टू हिज बिजनेस, ही यूज्ड टू सेव हिज एड्रेस. Then every month he used to send one I like you card to him, no matter the person has bought a car from him or not. सो नेटवर्किंग एक चीज है, लेकिन अपने नेटवर्क के थ्रू रिलेशनशिप्स बनाए रखना ये दूसरी चीज है. हम जरूरी नहीं है हम जिन 100 लोगों से एक इवेंट में मिलते हैं हम उनसे अपना रिलेशनशिप बिल्ड कर पाते हैं, नहीं कर पाते, क्योंकि हम उनके साथ टच में ही नहीं रहते, हमें ये पता ही नहीं है कि हम उनके साथ कनेक्ट कैसे करें आफ्टर द इवेंट. So this is also one very important aspect. So once you network, you have to work on relationship building also. So that one person, Joe Bernard, whom I'm talking about, he used to send I like you card to all those people every month. So not today, if that person may think about buying a car after 1 year, so he will, whom will he remember? He will remember that one same person who is sending I like you cards for all these months. Definitely he'll be buying car from that person only. So these are small personal things we can, do to connect with our clients. Yes, Bharat, you have raised hand. Any question or any input?
So just speaking on the same example of Joe Bernard, one thing which I have been implementing in my exercises in meeting clients, like I have met a couple of clients 2 weeks ago. I've yet to follow up with them, but my regular habit is whenever I'm meeting a new person for the first time, I'm presenting them with a book.
Okay.
So the most common topic which I was giving books on was the law of attraction. The
Okay.
next book which I have selected is The Man's Search for Meaning.
Okay.
So any such kind of book which is related to spirituality or life purpose or anything of self growth. So that is important because in one of the conversations with one other person, he says that on your card, the photo of you are using is quite different to your current appearance.
Okay.
So I just ended up telling Job that, okay, you might not remember my face, but you'll remember the conversation we had on the law of attraction. So that was one thing I was learning about working and relationship building. So I just thought of sharing it here.
All right.
Thank
This
you.
is so good. When you speak about books, I got to remember one thing. So when we are in such events, we need to have something to communicate, right? So I believe books give us lot of content to speak. So I was going through one study. It was done on first generation billionaires of the world. आई डोंट नो किस यूनिवर्सिटी ने ये स्टडी किया था, लेकिन दुनिया के कुछ टॉप फर्स्ट जनरेशन बिलियनर्स पर एक रिसर्च हुआ था, किसी यूनिवर्सिटी ने किया था. इन पर रिसर्च किया तो उनसे उनके बचपन की हैबिट्स पूछी गई, तो उन सब में एक बात कॉमन निकल के आई कि दे यूज्ड टू रीड लॉट ऑफ बुक्स व्हेन दे वर यंग. एक एवरेज निकाला गया कि एक आप कितना बुक्स पढ़ लेते थे उस समय when you were growing, when you were in your teen years. So approximately एक नंबर सामने आया कि approximately हम साल में 50 से 55 बुक्स एक बंदा पढ़ लेता था. So at an average, every week person is reading one book. Right? So these are not the people who have inherited properties from their grandfathers or their fathers. These are first generation billionaires. How they became millionaires? They used to read books. So reading, when you talk about reading books, yes, definitely it's a very tiresome job. No one can sit there for 2 hours, 3 hours and read a book. Instead, we can, prefer to go through reels. But if we can inculcate this habit, this is going to be beautiful. All right. So if there are book lovers here, we can have a book session also, or just go through a book session also. We can pick up one book and discuss things about it. If any one of you is interested, it will be great. Right?
That is a good idea, because most of the self-help books or any kind of business-oriented books are on an average having 100 to 130 pages. That can be finished in one week or so. And
Absolutely.
even if you are taking out 1 hour per day, it can be done. So yes, book discussion is a good idea.
Absolutely. I'll definitely take that as a suggestion. Thank you, Bharat. Okay, going ahead. So, what are the events? What are the benefits of events? We spoke about networking. We spoke about, building relationships. Of course, learning about latest trends also. So when we meet a lot of people, we, get to know about a lot of things we generally don't know. Right? It's very difficult to find data on internet, but when we meet people from the same industry under one roof, we get to know things better which are relevant to that particular industry and which people are actually applying in their businesses. Right? Opportunities for problem solving. We all know that real estate is such an unorganized market. There are new problems every single day. So if we are selling the same property to people in the same region, we may have different kind of problems coming across. I've been taking care of operations for young age for last 3-4 years. Believe me, it just turned my head, the kind of problems we face from clients and the way we try to solve them. Definitely it brings a lot of insight about the industry. Yes, Bharat, anything you want to add?
No, I was just agreeing with you. Yes.
Okay. Of course, learn to be presentable and master the art of communication. So communication definitely कोई ऐसी चीज नहीं है, स्विमिंग जैसा ही है. आपको एक्चुअली कम्युनिकेट करना होता है, आपको पानी में उतर के स्विमिंग सीखनी होती है. सो कम्युनिकेशन इज समथिंग जो आपको कम्युनिकेट करने के बाद ही आएगा, धीरे 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 ही आएगा. राइट? इट्स नॉट अ मेडिसिन विच यू ईट एंड यू विल गेट द रिजल्ट. So people are generally very intelligent. I've seen many people around me who are amazingly intelligent, but they do not know how to present themselves, how to convey their knowledge in a right way. Right? So yes, you are knowledgeable, you have amazing sense of real estate, but you are not able to communicate it in a good way. So it's just null and void. So you have to start communicating with people to learn this art better. How one can be presentable? How one can be presentable? It really doesn't mean you should be wearing a 1,500 rupees shirt and just a walking brand. No, it doesn't mean that. It just mean that you should look professional, you should look neat. A 200 rupees shirt which is well washed, well ironed, can make you look good. Right? So you have to be presentable. The way you hold your cup is important. The way you sit on a chair with your hands folded on the table definitely matters. The way how your nails are looking when you are facing people, it matters. So your whole appearance matters. Everything matters, right? It doesn't need to be expensive at all. It has to be presentable. This is what I mean. Please don't take it otherwise. All right. And overall, when you meet good people, when you meet knowledgeable people, when you meet positive people, you get inspired. Sometimes you're not willing to do something, but when you meet people, you start, doing things in the other way. Now, what we are here for before the event. So these are my inputs. If you think you can make these points better, please let me know. Prepare your mindset. Come from a place of wanting to help and connect versus what you can get from there. So we should go in an event with a mindset that, okay, boss, I am not going to close the sale right in the event. I am just going to connect with people. I'm just going to, find people whom I can actually help instead of that feeling that I should be getting something in return. If we will go with that feeling, we will get irritated in the first 2 hours because we will not be getting anything immediately. Right? So just have a clear perspective. You're just going to find the people who need your help. First thing, lose your expectation of trying to get business from each and every event you attend. So you are not going to get closures from every event you're going to attend. You're just there to learn things, right? Research about the event and the venue. Many conversations are about the event and the venue. When you stand with a group of people, you need to communicate, you need to conversate. And once you are willing to conversate, you should have some content. How will you start a communication? You should know about that place first. You should know about the city first. You should know about the event first. You should know about the venue also. So these are the topics through which you can pick up a conversation at least. So if you'll go just blank कि जाएंगे भाई चाय पी के आएंगे, free coffee मिलेगी, हाँ free snacks मिलेंगे, so better stay home. Right? Quickly scan news headline to know the current events. So this is what you can do. You can also speak about the recent events which are going to happen in your area. Just have a peep into the recent events in your area. Wear an item that sparks a communication. A Remax badge can work. You can see this badge. So this is very beautiful. So this generally sparks a communication. So this is not just a Remax badge. It is a big marketing strategy by Remax. So wear something, if you can carry something with you that can spark communication, maybe a good watch can spark a communication, a new, I'm not talking about going and spending before attending an event, but if you have something like that, just make use of it. Okay. Prepare yourself to answer how is the market. So what is the market scenario in your area about, to know something about real estate. Just research something before reaching that place. At the event. So what is most important once you are in an event? Positivity. Think with enthusiasm, confidence, and a smile, right? If you're feeling low, if you're in ill health, better don't go because you will never be able to participate well. So feel enthusiastic, feel fit, feel confident, carry a smile, enter the place. People at the event want to chat with you too. Everyone is there to talk, right? So those who are there, they are also looking for people like you who are willing to talk, who have content, who have enthusiasm, who have positivity. So just break the ice and go and say, hi, my name is this. Help me introduce yourself. So just spark a communication. So Indians are pretty scared of, speaking. I believe they, restrict themselves from talking openly. I believe Americans are pretty open up. Even if they are standing in lift, they will be saying hi, good morning, hello. But when I take a lift on till 24th floor where I'm working, no one is talking. So we can change this because we are in real estate. We can, get good use of it. We can get good advantage of it if we will change a little bit of our habits, right? So start speaking with people whom you are surrounded with. Find commonalities in conversations. Don't interrupt two people, but three is usually fine. So when two people are talking, they can be speaking about something personal, but when three or more than three people are, standing, It's a group talk. It's a group communication. So you can definitely jump in and you can, be a part of that group. Questions about family, occupation, recreation, dreams, which we together call FORD, FORD. So we can start picking up the communication. So these are general topics where, the communication sparks. Any questions or any inputs?
It is not just about what you are wearing for a conversation starter. It is also about noticing what the other person is either wearing or eating or whatever the case might be, depending on the scenario. So, आपने अगर conversation in our business, conversation is something that we need to be initiating rather than the other way around, because our job is to network. Our job is not to wait for other people to network with us.
Okay.
And उसमें ये it's a very simple habit that we all need to work on is noticing something about that person or that group of people if you're approaching them, and then commenting on that, or the environment that you guys are in. You can use that environment ke conversation to open up a conversation with these people. So just because I'm wearing a Remax ka badge and I'm expecting that other person to come and say, oh, acha, Remax ka ye kya hai, whatever that is, then that conversation, okay, that's a plus. But then we cannot just wait for everybody to notice कि भी वो आएगा पूछेगा, because rightly said, as Indians we are not a very extrovert group of people. So उस तरफ भी वही लोग बैठे हैं, वो भी वेट कर रहा है कि ये मेरे से बात करेगा, मैं भी ये वेट कर रहा कि वो मेरे से बात करेगा. So but our job and our business profile says that we have to be more extrovert than our, what our nature of the race is.
Absolutely. Gaganji, you have been in this field for many years. Definitely, you are one person who can go like that and start a communication and pick a communication. But there are many people who are just the starters. So they see, they think, they are those people who are willing to, be around you. Okay, let me see how Gaganji is speaking. Okay, let me learn something from him. So it's like that, right? So yes, definitely communication is the key, जो हम देखते भी हैं और बात करते करते expertise करते हैं.
Correct. But then you have to, I mean, nobody is an expert के day one से, but आप अगर कहीं भी enter कर रहे हो और किसी event or wherever you feel कि मैं जा रहा हूँ for the networking aspect of it, मैं first thing आपने जाने से पहले यही करना कि यार I have to make an effort. So when you plan it that way and you say and you psych yourself कि मैंने करना ही है, तो आप कोशिश तो करोगे, आप 1-2 बार करोगे, 3 बार करोगे, after the 10th time वो फिर आसान हो जाता है.
Exactly.
So
you have to give things a try, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So अच्छे positive attitude से I believe जो भी काम किया जाता है वो ठीक ठाक होता है, हो जाता है somehow. Okay, so body language. This is very important. Yes, Bharat.
Just to add to Gagan's point, we Indians are very much interested to talk about ourselves, right? So what Gagan sir said, that you have to start an initiation or initiate a conversation from that person's viewpoint.
Point of view also.
ये नोटिस करना कि उसने क्या पहना हुआ है या उसने क्या एग्जैक्टली कुछ मतलब एक्सेप्शनल उसके पास कुछ है, तो वहां से अगर आप स्टार्टिंग करते हैं तो वो ज्यादा इंटरेस्टेड हो जाता है आप में और आपकी तरफ ज्यादा झुकाव होता है उसका. एंड it is all about responding then rather than reacting. Right. There's a very good point that you should always wait for 3 seconds, 3 to 4 seconds when the other person has stopped talking. After that, you respond. Don't interrupt before 3 seconds. So that is a good thing.
So that tells you whether the person is interested in taking the communication further or not. Absolutely.
Yes, that too. Yes.
So now something about body language. So this is very important. Sometimes we are speaking to a person, but we don't feel that person to be there actually. Uska body language कुछ और ही लग रहा होता है, right? The person is standing there talking to you, but you get a negative vibe. Okay, like the person turn around and gives another kind of expression. So these are really pissed off kind of things, right? These should not be there. So this is called negative body language. I explained the last point first. So the other things which we already have spoken about, confidence is very important. We should be confident, right? If we will be confident, definitely this is what we will transfer to others. Smile is very important. Everyone is willing to speak to people who are smiling, who feels, who look positive. And smile really makes you look positive. Eye contact is very important. So you should be looking in the person's eye. So that reflects your confidence, that reflects your, willingness also to be in that communication. Handshake is very important, right? बहुत सारे लोगों को ठीक से हैंडशेक करने नहीं आता. सो प्लीज यहाँ पे जो लीडर्स हैं वो अपनी टीम को बहुत बेसिक चीजें के बारे में भी गाइड करें. उनको अपना कप कैसे होल्ड करना है प्लीज ये तक थोड़ा सा बता देंगे तो इट विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर ऑल, helpful for them like across their life. How to hold a cup, how to sit on a table, how to keep your hands, how to fold your legs. All these things are very important. So this all completely shows how you are, what kind of etiquettes you carry, what kind of gestures you carry. So all these things are very important. Once we are in a communication, it's also important to listen well also, right? If you are not listening, we might not be answering the right way. बहुत सारा दिमाग में हम कंटेंट लेके गए हैं, डेटा है, बात करने के लिए सब कुछ है, हम सुन नहीं रहे हैं, तो बहुत दिक्कत आ जाएगा, राइट? कम्युनिकेशन का जो पर्पस है वही फेल हो जाएगा. ड्रेस प्रोफेशनली. So we should dress professionally. We are definitely not talking about the high-end business wear, but yes, casual business wear is perfect for us. We should be in comfortable business wear. We should not be like blazers पहन के हम घूमे हर समय. ये भी इंडियन मार्केट्स में तो पॉसिबल नहीं है, but yes, decent formals will do, right? We should not be wearing tacky clothes, t-shirts, what is that called, monkey wash denims, etc. So not the things like that. Even the boys and the youngest of your team members should be trained what kind of clothes they actually should be wearing. They should invest that little amount while they have joined Remax. छोटा मोटा जो वो इन्वेस्टमेंट है इनिशियल वाला, जहां आपको 4 अच्छे शर्ट्स खरीदने हैं, 4 अच्छे फॉर्मल्स ट्राउजर्स खरीदने हैं, 2 अच्छे शूज खरीदने हैं. सो प्लीज आस्क योर टीम टू हैव दैट लिटिल इन्वेस्टमेंट इन देमसेल्व्स. सो दीज ग्रूमिंग टिप्स आर आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. फीमेल्स को जनरली कोई नहीं बताता कि उन्हें कैसा ऑफिस वियर यूज करना है. So if you have females in your office, I will plan one, business casual training for them, like what should be the best wear for females in the office, right? We can definitely plan that. So we should dress ourselves professionally. There should also be some personal space for the person. If person is not willing to speak, you should get that idea. Jaisa ki Bharat ne kaha, those 4 seconds gap, if you have got that, you should understand that person is not willing to go take the communication ahead, right? Negative body language, this is something we should avoid. Anything anyone would like to add here? Yes, anyone? All right, I'm assuming to go ahead. So this is something funny, but yes, I thought this is important. Hangout zones कौन से होते हैं, कहाँ पर हमें रुकना चाहिए, कहाँ बिल्कुल नहीं रुकना चाहिए. So hangout by the exit of the bar or the food zone. So these people are always ready to mingle, right? They are ready to talk. We should not wait for people outside the washrooms, outside the restrooms. These people are definitely on a mission. These are few last things which we should remember. Don't let your eyes wander during a communication. It's noticeable and it withdraws attention. You're sitting with a group of people and you're looking at the other people. So this is so annoying. If you're there, you should be there 100%, right? I should not look for someone else in the banquet, right? So this will definitely withdraw the attention withdraw the attention of those people who are sitting with you. Always say hi to the host. This point should be kept earlier. So if you're invited by someone, you must go and say hi to them. And also, once you're leaving the event, you should say a goodbye also. So you might have some referrals during these two processes. He might introduce you to someone else who is standing besides him, right? To get out of a communication, simply say it was great meeting you. Put your hand out to shake their hand. It's the best way to wrap up a communication politely, right? So these are little things which we already know, but yes, we should be, applying them. After the event, what we should be doing? We have got a lot of contacts. We have got a lot of business cards with us. Now what? Don't rush the relationship. Building relationships takes time. So we just do not have to come back home and start putting messages. Just take a day's time. Then what you can do is, you after a day, you can just send a message to them saying that it was good to meet you. Don't just push a follow-up meeting. Don't ask the person when can we meet, sir. So it will be really pushy. Let the person come back to you. Let you be observing the person, that if he's interested in taking this communication ahead or not. So just a WhatsApp message will do in this case, right? We should always hand over our business card, Remax business card, to the person whosoever we are meeting in an event. So this is a must. You have attended one event, you have communicated with 50 people in that event. So this is not about perfection. This is just about an effort. This is an effort you took for yourself to master the art of communication at first. So just pat yourself that you at least attended. This is what I was just discussing. Follow up within 24 hours through a WhatsApp message. Just thank them for a pleasant communication. Do not rush for a follow-up meeting or a follow-up pitch, right? Plan your next event. Building a relationship is a long-term process. It will take time. Just do not expect things to happen miraculously in 24 hours or 48 hours. It might happen after a month. But it is good that you have built these 50 connections in that one event. Try to keep with them in touch. Definitely things can happen. So, all right, guys, this is done from my side. If you have any inputs, whatever you have given me as suggestions, I'm trying to, I'll try to put them in these trainings. Thank you, Bharat. Thank you, Gagan Uppalji. Anything else anyone would like to add here? All right. Thank you very much for attending this training. Do suggest me what more trainings you all require. All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Kashish.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.